Section 10C, Special Duties. 10.14 Enlisted Special Duties. Enlisted airmen in the ranks of Staff Sergeant through Master Sergeant may have the opportunity to serve a developmental special duty position. Developmental special duties are identified as such due to their unique leadership roles and the airman's responsibility to mentor and mold future leaders. To ensure the highest quality airmen are assigned to these positions, the Air Force has implemented a nomination process. The nomination process provides commanders, through their respective major command, an opportunity to nominate their best airmen to fill these critical positions while providing a developmental career path. Airmen nominated for a developmental special duty position must be the best in the Air Force and must be an ambassador and role model for the Air Force core values and discipline. Special duty identifiers apply to authorizations for enlisted airmen assigned to and performing an actual group of tasks on a semi-permanent or permanent duty basis. Career Assistant Advisor, SDI 8A 100. Career Assistant Advisors serve as principal advisors to commanders and supervisors on force management and professional enhancement, assist commanders and supervisors in career counseling, advise airmen on career progression and planning, monitor mandatory pay and benefits briefing programs, and conduct advertising and publicity programs. Career Assistant Advisors conduct briefings at informed decision seminars, professional enhancement courses, individual career counseling sessions, and First Team Airman Centers. Enlisted Aide, SDI 8A 200. Enlisted aides perform tasks and details that, if performed by general or flag officers, would be at the expense of the officer's primary military and official duties. Duties relate to the support of military and official responsibilities of the general or flag officer and include assisting them in discharging their official Department of Defense social responsibilities in their assigned position. The propriety of such duties is governed by the official purpose that they serve, rather than the nature of the duties. Specific duties of the enlisted aide rest solely on the needs of the general or flag officer and are tailored to the requirements of supporting the household. Protocol, SDI 8A 300. The primary purpose of the protocol position is to function as a protocol specialist and to provide expertise and support for all protocol matters. Protocol performs, manages, and directs protocol duties and responsibilities at assigned installation, wing, numbered Air Force, Major Command, and Headquarters Air Force levels. Protocol provides support for distinguished visitors at all levels, including military, civilian, foreign equivalents, and transients. Performs escort duties, plans and executes program itinerary visits, official ceremonies, and special events, and advises commanders and Air Force senior leaders at all levels on acceptable protocol practices for a variety of events. Military Training Instructor, SDI 8B 000. Military training instructors conduct basic military training for non-prior service airmen, including those of the Air Reserve Forces and initial military training for cadets. Military Training Leader, SDI 8B 100. Military training leaders supervise all assigned service airmen during technical training, including Air National Guard and Air Force Reserve liaisons assigned to basic military and technical training locations. Military training leaders evaluate performance, military bearing, and discipline while scheduling and conducting military training functions. Academy Military Training, NCO, SDI 8B 200. Academy Military Training NCOs lead, mentor, develop, and supervise U.S. Air Force Academy cadets. They serve as principal advisors to cadet squadron leadership on all issues relating to cadets, exercise general supervision over assigned cadets, and provide military training. Airman and Family Readiness Center Readiness NCO, SDI 8C 000. Readiness NCOs support the Airman and Family Readiness Center overall function mission to ensure programs and services are responsive to the needs of service members, Department of Defense civilians, and their families. develop and provide personal and family readiness services related to pre-deployment, deployment sustainment, redeployment, reintegration, and post-deployment education and consultation to total force airmen and their families, and develop, exercise, and implement disaster response support plans. Language and Culture Advisor, SDI 8D 100. Language and Culture Advisors serve as key advisors and consultants to commanders and supervisors on issues pertaining to foreign language and regional culture. They function as interpreter or translator as required. First Sergeant, SDI 8F000. First Sergeants serve as the commander's advisor and critical link for matters concerning airmen. They support the mission through interaction, support, and management of airmen and families. The United States Air Force Honor Guard, SDI 8G000. The Air Force Honor Guard Special Duty Description covers the U.S. Air Force Honor Guard, located at Joint Base Anacostia-Bolling, Washington, D.C. The Honor Guard represents the Air Force at ceremonies where protocol or customs dictate an honor guard or military escort of this degree. USAF Installation Honor Guard Program Manager, SDI 8G100. This special duty description covers the Installation Honor Guard Program Manager position, located at any Air Force installation that has a local Honor Guard requirement. The Honor Guard represents the Air Force at ceremonies where protocols or customs dictate using an Honor Guard or military escort. Airman Dorm Leader, SDI 8H000. Use this identifier to report the control, awarded, and duty specialty codes of individuals performing full-time as a manager of Air Force unaccompanied housing facilities. The Airman Dorm Leader is responsible for daily unaccompanied housing operations, mentoring residents and assisting them in their adjustment to military life, ensuring compliance with directives and military living standards, assessing good order and discipline, exercising general supervision over residents, managing facilities and campus areas, managing budget, program, and project identification and execution, managing basic allowance for housing transactions, and maintaining supplies and furnishing equipment for quality facilities. Superintendent Inspections, SDI 8I000. The Inspection Superintendent advises and supports the Inspector General, IG, and Director of Inspections. They provide assistance with implementing the Air Force inspection system at field operating agencies, direct reporting units, wings and wing equivalents, major commands, and Headquarters Air Force. Inspections Coordinator, SDI 8I100. The Inspections Coordinator coordinates inspection actions on behalf of the Inspector General, IG, and Commander for all activities related to the Air Force inspection system. The Inspections Coordinator also provides feedback, support, and assistance to the IG. Superintendent Complaints and Resolutions, SDI 8I200. The Superintendent of Complaints and Resolutions advises the Inspector General, IG, and Commander on all activities related to the Complaints Resolution Program and the Fraud, Waste, and Abuse Program. The Superintendent of Complaints and Resolutions also provides feedback, support, and assistance to the IG. Courier, SDI 8P000. Couriers perform as custodians to safeguard U.S. Armed Forces courier material. Defense Attaché, SDI 8P100. Defense attachés manage and maintain Defense Attaché office budget and fiscal data and information files, coordinate U.S. naval ship visits, and military aircraft overflight and landing clearances with host country officials, coordinate office support requirements with embassy officials, and perform office administrative and support duties according to Defense Intelligence Agency standards. Enlisted Accessions Recruiter, SDI 8R000. Enlisted accessions recruiters organize and conduct programs to recruit sufficient personnel to satisfy the requirements of the U.S. Air Force. Second Tier Recruiter, SDI 8R200. Second-tier recruiters organize and conduct programs to recruit sufficient personnel to satisfy the requirements of the U.S. Air Force. Third-tier recruiter, SDI 8R 300. Third-tier recruiters manage and supervise programs to recruit sufficient personnel to satisfy the requirements of the U.S. Air Force. Missile Facility Manager, SDI 8S 000. Missile facility managers perform routine equipment inspections and emergency operating procedures, respond to actions directed by the missile combat crew at the Missile Alert Facility, and supervise daily activities at the facility. Professional Military Education Instructor, SDI 8T000. Professional Military Education, PME instructors develop and conduct PME programs for airmen, NCOs, and SNCOs. Enlisted Professional Military Education Instructional System Designer, SDI 8T100. Enlisted Professional Military Education, PME, Instructional System Designers develop and conduct PME programs for airmen, NCO, and SNCOs. Unit Deployment Manager, SDI 8U000. Unit deployment managers are principal advisors to the organization commander on all issues related to deployment readiness and execution. They implement and execute commander-directed deployment actions for assigned personnel and cargo, monitor and maintain unit deployment readiness statistics, and implement commander, major command, and Air Force deployment readiness guidance. Unit deployment managers exercise general supervision over assigned squadron personnel in all manners related to deployment readiness and execution.